ain't going down without a fight. I'm taking you with me, punk.
What?
I will not allow it.
Oh.
Elfric, you're here. Well, shall we capture this fool?
Okay. Still don't know about you, though. You might be the person trying to go after them.
Elfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
After you realize, I mean, I shouldn't be doubting people, but at the same time, look at Edelgard.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
So you're Elfric.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not?
Yes, which is why I'm suspicious.
Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Elfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
Okay, so they do acknowledge your existence at least. Yeah.
Indeed. And despite my responsibilities, I am but a humble monk. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation.
Yes.
For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan.
I find it interesting how they're focusing the camera on Dimitri and Claude respectively.
The poor and the sick, who were forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Good point, Claude.
Enough, Claude.
Well,
Please, forgive my friend, Elfric. We would love to hear more.
nah, see, this is where the slight difference. I want to know more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern.
Yeah.
I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
Even Rhea, huh? A nuisance.
I'm afraid so. Those within the Church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in number.
That's the Church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
But I have seen Rhea help people, like bring on unnecessary burden to herself once before.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system.
I would like to speak to her about this.
Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters. But I'm not the only one in need.
If there's anything I've discovered from all this, is that Rhea, I think, would heed what I'm saying because of who I am to her.
You're in a bad way too, Happy. We can't just let the Church walk all over us.
Why Happy specifically?
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Elfric to turn the tide.
I should have spoken to this. Is she from Dusker?
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
And what is that? What's the favor?
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them.
I see.
If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful.
So would I. They're beasts. They are absolute beasts.
Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Honestly, this is a good time to switch to the Blue Lions, I think. Because this route, I feel like, is going to be the hardest. I can grind off camera with the Blue Lions. This is, I think, one of the hardest methods Fire Emblem can be. I didn't notice any turn wheels either.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds.
Okay, you know what? I kind of want to respect Elfric now. I don't want him to be a traitor.
Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface.
Yeah, I put in work. And I got us all through that, didn't I?
A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
Really? How do you know my father?
I was born and raised in Garreg Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him.
Okay, look, I don't mean to be the way I am, but I've got two individuals betray me in this game.
Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding.
Who's my mom?
With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
Who is my mom? Like, now I understand. I was born. No. If I was born with no heartbeat, that means Rhea put the creststone in me when I was a baby. What the heck?
But
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore.
Yeah, come on. After that battle, I'm even happy with Edelgard. Come on, guys.
Say, Elfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
If ever you would like to hear more about
Yes.
your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Please do. Darn it all.
Cindered shadows. The rite of rising. Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
My mom. Wanna know? Yeah. Wanna know?
Yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
Okay. Tell me about my mother.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
I see. What was my father like back then?
Gerald was very much then as he is now.
I figured.
His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics.
Oh, really?
Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be
Citri!
married, I was quite surprised.
I got a name. My mom's name is Citri.
Back then, Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions.
Really? Like mother, like son.
It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
Frail. Yeah, frail.
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it.
You wanted to be like him?
I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself.
Pretty sure he did. In fact, I don't even know if he's a dragon or not.
No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task.
Or I should say children of the goddess. But Sarah seems skeptical, so maybe not? I don't know.
Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes?
Nah, not really.
Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
No, I'm where I need to be. I enjoy my work here.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out.
I'll take anything I can right now.
It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted. I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of.
I was wondering about that.
Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights.
I'll do anything in the service of my mother.
And perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you. Always.
Thank you. Though a support would really ease my concerns, but...
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Yeah?
Not a word.
Didn't think
I
so.
wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves.
Makes sense.
However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Not you all specifically?
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
Well, maybe if they mean your crest.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
I mean, heck, do they even know who they are?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind. But the notion is preposterous at best.
Well, we don't got anything else to go off on.
Never discount a wild hunch.
Yeah!
Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Exactly.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish. Though, again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here.
Okay.
It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
And they might be to bring back Sothis again? Well, yeah, I wouldn't know about this in the...
I've never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
Makes sense that it would be down here where Rhea wouldn't want to think about it anymore.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising.
You're very knowledgeable, aren't you?
The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
I know. I should ask that.
I vaguely recall reading about the 4 apostles. They were saints, and that's about all anyone knows. Hardly any records of them remain. Few alive even know their names, but these apostles supposedly assisted the 4 saints with their holy work.
I mean, yeah, I don't think there's much difference between them. Like, Flayn is one.
It is also believed that Saint Seros attempted to perform a resurrection using the chalice. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
What you thinking?
Oh, yes! The Chalice of Legend! My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Yeah?
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I'm in agreement.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrick Mock's library is so well curated,
Yeah.
I doubt any further records will be found.
And even then, there was a fire, so only person who would know is Rhea.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
Well, Sedith might be a good person to ask since he's been asleep. His memory might be fresher. No, I don't know if Sedith's been asleep. Well, he didn't know Gerald, so yeah, maybe he has been.
Excuse me.
17 times.
I've only had the chance to speak with Elfric briefly, but he seems like a respectable man. It's obvious the whole town has a lot of affection for him.
Yeah?
Kind of reminds me of Lenato in that way.
I've got a lot of time on my hands down here, so I've been venturing even deeper underground. This place is loaded with winding paths and blocked-off tunnels. It's a real maze. Only a few folks even know how to operate the gate mechanisms and hidden passages. That's what I said. Activate the mechanism and the gate slams shut. Bang! Actually, I'll level with you. Yuri and Constance are much better at scoping out that kind of thing.
Makes sense. And I remember...
The Ashen Wolves got their name from the beasts who guard the Blue Sea Star.
The Blue Sea Star?
The Archbishop named the house herself, in fact.
Really?
In spite of that, it seems she looks unfavorably upon our house of late. This saddens me greatly.
Wish I could talk to Ray about it.
I heard Elfric came to Yuri's rescue in the attack that happened recently. That's just what you'd expect from someone as kind and strong as he is. I can't believe he's single.
Okay. Alright. I see what your game is. I thought you were the same person.
Had a chance to poke your head in here, Professor? It's a fortune teller's room.
She there?
Judging by all her mystical-looking doodads, I think she's the real deal, too.
Normally I trust your judgment, so I'll go with it for
I
now.
wonder if she does matchmaking. Maybe she can help me sort through my countless suitors.
Darn it, Hilda. This time you're gonna end up... You know, I'm pretty sure that when I go back to the Blue Lions route, I can't just have Hilda just... Apparently this is someone I haven't met. So interesting.
Well, well. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the next Sovereign Duke. Must be exhausting trying to suss out each other's intentions, huh?
You would think.
Nah, we get along great. I mean, we kind of have no choice. A petty squabble could start an all-out war.
Claude, you and your flags, man.
And it doesn't take a fancy title to have a hidden agenda. Isn't that right, Yuri?
Yeah?
Cheeky. And off base. What do you think, friend? Do you think I'm off plotting nefarious deeds?
Well...
Not very perceptive, are we?
I didn't want to
Even
get you upset.
That's a bit much, wouldn't you say? I do what I need to get by. Nothing more than that. As for the others, they've all got their own struggles. But they're nothing if not trustworthy.
Humbling yourself while promoting your friends. Gotta say, I don't hate this side of you.
Oh, really?
Seems we're in mutual neutrality of one another. I like that you keep your cards close. We'll get along just fine, you and I.
I mean, even if I'm pretty sure he is scheming stuff, but I don't want to say it to his face. It's all the better if he doesn't suspect anything from me, and... Okay, so do the supports just not matter, or what? Because I felt like we did a lot of stuff. To garner... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2... Well... Yeah, the others aren't here yet. Or at least, if they come.
You've only been on the job a few moons, huh? No wonder you don't come off as a mindless church flunky. Plus, you don't flap your trap all the time. I appreciate that.
Okay, well...
I hope you never change, no matter how many years you spend with the annoying people up there.
There's some good people up there, too.
The folks who've lost their homes on the surface. Abyss is all they've got. The place used to be nothing more than a den of criminals who did whatever they pleased. Now, we got Elfric to keep an eye on things. He understands that keeping people fed's the way to keep them calm.
Makes sense. Yeah, if there was no food, that's a good way to get people upset.
Professor! Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The bandit sightings have stopped, for now.
What?
I still won't let my guard down, though.
You're supposed to be the gatekeeper. Nah, the gatekeeper, the OG.
What else? Notice how everyone's in high spirits? Know why? I do. It's because Master Elfric is here. He's real special, that one. He saved my life, and lots of others here, too. He's earned some hero worship.
I would love to just believe him, but I'm gonna be skeptical till this game is over or we find the real enemy. Who am I missing? Nani? It's like, oh. Over here.
4 apostles. God, this is killing me. I'm on the verge of remembering something. I can't shake the feeling that one of their names is Also of food or something.
Really? Well, I don't remember them.
The records should be here Oh, hello, Professor. It's good that you've come. I realized that I missed an opportunity to congratulate myself on my military achievements.
Okay.
But now that you're here, I have an audience for it. Indulge me, won't you? Oh, behold, the proof that the utmost honor in combat belongs to none other than I, Constance von Nouvelle. What a relief to get that off my chest. Now, where did Elfric get to? I must have words with him.
Poor guy with students like you. He must have a hard time. It's a nice desk. Well, it's nothing special, but...
Oh my.
Oh wait, yeah. Wait, who is right here that I need to speak to?
Hey.
Oh.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink, huh? They aren't any better, I'll tell you right now. Maybe folks down here wouldn't be so awful if they could get their hands on something worth tasting. Who am I kidding? Nobles are just as bad.
Some of them. Some of them. Definitely agree with you on that. But then again, you find bad people everywhere you go.
Well, I'll be. Abyss is a sprawling place. Some houses, like mine, are actually quite far from the center of town.
Okay, you two are similar too.
What brings me all the way here, then, you ask? I came to see Elfric. Even a glimpse of him is said to bring good luck.
Really? Mr. Simple Monk. Okay.
Don't annoy Happy, or make her feel disappointed. You mustn't. Not ever, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes Elfric gives out candy. Stick close by him, and you might get some too. But save a little for me, okay?
Alright. I wonder if the supports work in the way that if I do stuff off camera with the students and everything, then my ranks with them will go up. Not sure.
Pardon the odd question, but something has been bothering me for a while now. Your hair. Was it always that color?
Why?
That is an odd question. But yes, if you must know, it
Oh.
was a different color when I was a child.
Yeah. Okay, well that pretty much confirms that theory. Wasn't really a theory. You were experimented on too. And I'm pretty sure Lysithea was a test drive, but whether you were a willing participant or not is still up for debate.
How could you know that? Is it possible that we met before the academy?
What? What are you two talking about?
A long story. Now is not the time or place.
Yes, of course. My apologies.
What? What? Okay, yeah. We putting a heartbreak on this? It's time to go back to Dimitri's route.
There was a time when I did much fighting. Then I was captured. Then I escaped.
Makes sense. I mean, if you got that uniform on, that means you're a beast. You're probably the highest promoted class in here.
My home is far away now. My mother is waiting for me. But returning is far away. I worry that I will be here until I am very old.
I hate to hear that. Okay. Well, I can look at the roster. 20, 27. Oh, interesting. 18, 20. Quite a difference. Let's take a look at what we got here. Born to... Wow. Okay, I didn't know. You were adopted by Count Rowe. You were expelled from the Officers' Academy due to a scandal. Interest providing for his mom. Yo! You don't like injustice, unlucky odds, irrationality. Yeah, you and Claude would get around great. Why don't you have a support, man? Claude's a cool guy. He'll welcome you. Occasionally prevents counterattacks. Okay. Next. Eldest son of a lord in the Leicester territory. Enrolls and graduates from... Yeah. You graduated. Okay. Relinquishes his position as his house heir to his younger brother. And becomes a okay, well that pretty much lines up. You like gold fighting... Okay, basically all the stuff that are detrimental to fighters. Well, what are the three? I forgot there was a name for it in Naruto. You dislike bounty hunters, losing bets, getting earful from Duke Gonreal. What, Hilda's dad? Really? Interesting. Again, never saw him. Eldest daughter of Count Nouvelle, lose her family title in... And the Dagda and Brigid War? Relocates to... I think that's... No. Whose house is that? It's not Ferdinand's. Well, okay, so why are you a student of the Abyss then? Doesn't say. You like staying ahead of the curve and discovering new spells, none in particular. Wait, that's it? You like magic, basically. Dislike sunlight, bugs, vulgarity, admitting defeat. Okay. Her own perceived faults. And cute. You are an interesting one. Okay. Your crest? Wow, that's nice. And I didn't check. Sometimes restores HP. Well, yeah, I think I saw that during the battle. And then... Happy. Hidden village of Timotheus? Upon leaving the village is abducted. You too. You found refuge in a church in Fargus. Discovered by Knights of Seros. And imprisoned in Abyss. Interest collecting stones, sky gazing, likes freedom, music, humorous anecdotes. Dislikes monsters. Yeah? Stifling wow. Wow. I'm not checking Edelgard stuff. Even though I have her in my house, I feel like that's cheating. And I'll check Ash's stuff when I check everybody in the house. Yeah, I can assure you Saint Sethlene did. I know Saint Sethlene quite well. Didn't know she had descendants. But maybe not. They could have always taken her blood. Considering... Yeah, they really could have done that. Okay, on that said, we are moving to the Blue Lions. Starting next video. So if you're watching this in the playthrough and you want to kind of keep up, the next episode will probably be episode 3 of the Blue Lions as far as what I have experienced. But if you want to continue with just this, then you know, you can watch the next episode when it's out. But I don't know when I'm gonna probably consult my admins on what to do, and I'm gonna listen to their advice this time. Though I do like that I started this before we did a class battle or anything. But I definitely think I gotta finish this before Edelgard declares war or all that. So, until then, this has been Blade. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. And now it is time for the question of the day. And I hated how long that battle was, but I got quite the treat. Our mom's name. I don't know why, but I think it's because I've been playing the game for a year, you know, I didn't know, so it's quite it just felt heartwarming to me just to know, you know, our mom's name, Citri. But upon hearing what she's like, that got me the idea for this question of the day. Would you say that some of your personality comes from your parent/guardian? So yeah, please post your thoughts down in the comments below. And that line Dimitri said to Edelgard, I'm trying not to think about that too much, but We're getting back started with the Blue Lions next time.